Nigerians at this present time, they should be enlightened enough to know what are facts and what are false predictions or false promises. So we are giving APC chance the last 4 years to show Nigerians what they can do, what they can actually perform, to take Nigerians. They had promised us that before the end of their first tenure, the first 4 years, that the naira is going to be equivalent to dollar is going to be equivalent to naira. But none of these promises that there will be more jobs. I mean, all the young graduates who have graduated from school will have jobs, that they will have stipend from whether you go to school or you sit at home, whether you are working or not working, that you'll be getting stipend from government. But none of these things has happened. So I think at this point, for us to be drawn into such an illusion and believe that by voting in another APC government or giving them a chance to come and solve insecurity problem, you can see the level of insecurity in the country. It has skyrocketed to a level that nobody can control. Even them themselves, they are not aware of what is happening. So why should Nigerians give them such an opportunity?
The APC government told us in 2014 that when they come into power, if they are voted into the power, they will ensure that the security issue is being handled. But if you look at the government for the past 7 years, it's the same story. It's even getting worse by the day. So the APC presidential candidate coming to tell us that if that Nigerians should vote APC to guarantee security, no, it's not just making sense. It's like a kind of repetition of the same story. You understand? Looking at what is on ground, the insecurity all over the nation, it's going worse by the day. So I think to me as a Nigerian, I see it as an embarrassment and an insult to an average Nigerian to tell us that we need to vote him to guarantee security. It's a slap to Nigerians.
The APC government has failed Nigeria woefully. They've not done enough in terms of security. If you look around, there are a series of crises, myriad of crises everywhere in Nigeria. If you go to Plateau, people have been displaced. We have IDP camps almost everywhere in the country because government has not been able to provide security. The constitutional duty of any government is to provide security, and now we are not having that security in Nigeria. People are running here and there, helter-skelter, because there's no security. People have lost their lives. Loved ones have lost their lives, their properties, worth billions of naira. So as for me, I don't think ACP's government has done well. Yes, and I don't think the presidential candidate of APC2 will give us the best, because they are part and parcel of the government. They are part and parcel of the people, the personality that brought this current government into power. If the government is not doing very well, it is their duty to advise the government to come to order, to do things the way they planned it from day one. Now understand that yes, they didn't do that. They didn't advise the government on what they would do in order to secure Nigeria. So I don't think they will come back and do the same thing. They will come back and do the same thing. Security will not be a good thing. Security in Nigeria will not be secured.
Security belongs to God. No government can say it was in charge of security. But we thank God for making it. We still thank God for those who are not making it. But we know that 2023 will be different in Nigeria. Concerning for APC, it's not APC. I can say it's the old party. Because it's the same thing PDP will talk, APC will talk, other parties will talk, but God will give us a good security. But what I want Nigeria to know is that let us belong to God give us a good leader, simple as ABC.
In terms of security, well, I think when you speak of security, the government they still need to do more. They still need to do more, you understand me? Because if you really want to score APC as a political party, you understand me? There are areas they are doing well, and there are areas, a very lot of it that they need to improve upon. So talking about security, they really need to improve upon it. To me, I would say we should try another party.
I'm not a proponent of any candidate. I'm not a proponent of any political party. I'm only a proponent of good governance. If you want to rate the two governments, the former government and the present one, I will rate the former one ahead in terms of security, because the former government was able to secure Nigeria, even though they were not able to secure Nigeria 100%. But at least I will rate them that they were able to secure Nigeria 80%. But the present government now, as I'm telling you, security have turned out to become worse was such that even if you're sleeping in your house, your eyes will be closed because of the fear of being attacked by bandits, by terrorists, by any form of this thing, by terrorists and other forms of banditry organizations. That is what I'm going to say. Because if you look at it, before the security issues was only constrained in the northwest, talking about Borno State, talking about Borno State, talking about Yobe State, talking about Jigawa State. But now it has escalated. It has gone almost every state of the federation. It's happening in Benue, it's happening in Plateau, in Taraba. We hear scores of people dying every day. In Ondo, in the east, almost everywhere, in the south, in the southwest, in the north, in the northwest, almost everywhere in Nigeria, we are having the same problem, even including Abuja. The people living in Abuja, they are not also secured.
In the scale of 1 to 10, I can't say that the performance is outright. It's not. Because it's instead of us growing, we are deteriorating as a country. Let me just focus on insecurity. Insecurity now is the order of the day as far as this country is concerned now. So you cannot tell me that I can't be given another fake promise that Nigeria will be better in the next 4 years, and will now we don't need to be drawn into that kind of game again. So to me, I will not persuade or encourage any true Nigerian, an enlightened and informed Nigerian, to give APC another chance, because one, insecurity. You have heard of insecurity. They train from where to in Edo State that was intercepted by hoodlums after the Kaduna train, Abuja rail train that was captured as well. So these are sites, and then kidnapping everywhere, herdsmen, problems everywhere. The cost of commodities in the market, everything is increasing. So the average Nigerians they are finding it difficult to survive on a daily basis. But our elites, the leaders, they are not looking into that. To me, I've not seen any conceptual framework given by APC to show Nigerians that if they are given another chance for 4 years, that they are going to perform better than what they have done. Are they bringing in more hands or better hands than what they have? Why didn't they bring them in from the inception of the government if they feel they can do better? So what's the promise all about? So I think it is better. I think it's better for us to change the narrative by giving another party a chance to see what will happen in Nigeria. Because to me, I feel if APC they are still given chance, there will be more of unemployment, because what they have now is a high level of unemployment. There will be serious chaos. The insecurity will still increase, because as far as I know, they don't have the skill to tackle insecurity. They don't have the technical know-how to tackle insecurity. So that is why we are overwhelmed by insecurity. So if they are given that chance again, so it means that we have been played into gallery again. So we do not need to take such chances. So rather we need to give that opportunity to another person to test their capacity and see if truly they can salvage Nigerians from this state of chaos.